have some more sound from teacher Allison Enright. We've been talking about her here. She's been fired for using medical marijuana, legal in Florida, but marijuana is illegal at the federal level, and the school district said we had to get rid of her because we could lose grant money from the feds. We've got a zero-tolerance policy for illegal drugs. While it's legal here, it's illegal with the feds. I mean, it's just a mess. What do you have here, Melissa? Give us a little context.
Well, our previous caller had checked in and said that there were some issues about whether a kid shoved her down the stairs and what's the setup. So here is Allison Enright actually speaking for herself on this topic.
I was going down the stairs to cover another teacher's class, and some kids were coming up the stairs because of COVID. We have one-way stairways, so I was directing some of the students to go back down, and one student didn't want to and pushed into me and knocked me down.
It's district policy that every time a teacher falls on campus, they get drug tested.
With regard to getting drug tested at that point, there's where it came up. But 2 months ago, that's not that long ago, but she's been on the medical marijuana, for many years.
Well, from what I understood,
that's what Chris said.
Well, I understood, I heard part of the story off the air that you were listening to there, Melissa, and the story said she's been taking medical marijuana for a condition that she's had for years.
Exactly.
We don't know that she's been taking medical marijuana for years. She's had the condition for years. We don't know when she started taking medical marijuana.
Actually, well, she was in a wheelchair, and she was logy from the opioids, which she weaned herself off of, according to the article I read, and then was able to regain, being ambulatory and all this stuff, walking around and happy about it, because she's taking 2 pills, one in the morning and one at night. Now, medical marijuana doesn't make you euphoric or anything. I mean, it cures what ails you, basically, inflammatory issues and such. So, the point that she had to be tested.
Yeah. The problem and the bottom line here is, we can get through all the complexities of this and boil it all down. There's legal and there's illegal, but there's right and there's wrong. And if this is legal, it's definitely wrong. She needs to be fixed and made whole here somehow, some way. How do the texters feel? Do we have any consensus there?
Yeah, a couple are saying, did the school board check with the federal government prior to letting her go, or they just assume they're going to lose funding? Another one says it's easy for people who don't feel pain to point fingers and make laws and fire people. And another one, I think it's Steve from Orlando, he says she should be reinstated immediately with any back pay that she's owed. And, of course, get John Morgan on the case, which actually a workman's compensation lawyer would be where you'd want to go for this.
I'm sure he could rustle one up from the firm there, and it's interesting because Morgan's name comes up. He was the driving force behind getting the medical marijuana amendment passed. At the bottom of the hour, speaking